Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a plan with me for the week of June 19th through the 25th, 2023 using my B5 Archer and Olive notebook. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are in my B5 Archer and Olive notebook. I'm going to be going with a vertical layout for this week's spread. I will be using this stencil from Ranger ink, and I'll be pairing it with a few different stamps. I'm using these Days of the Week stamps from Elle's Studio, the June stamp from this set from Paper Person, and my favorite number stamps from Heidi Swapp. I am going with a rainbow theme for this week's spread, so I'll be using all of these different color distressed oxides as well as my black VersaFine ink. I haven't done a layout with a stencil in a few weeks, and so I was very excited to put this spread together. Because I'm going with the rainbow layout, I'm doing what I've done very often with stencils, which is basically put them in the top of each page of the spread and use the different colors kind of across the two pages, fading one into the other. I do separate my pages into 3 columns, so every day of the week except for Saturday and Sunday, which share a column, basically have their own color, and so that's kind of how I figure out where to blend each color into the next. I am using pink, orange, and yellow on the left page of the spread, which is what usually happens when I do these rainbow spreads. And then we're going to see me here skipping to the right page of the spread where I'll be using green, blue, and purple. I was being very careful with this green color. I don't have enough of these blending brushes to have one for each different color distress oxide that I own, and so I've used that same brush with a much brighter, darker green distressed oxide, and if I'm not careful, that darker green color will actually come through. So I was trying to be very careful with putting down that twisted citron color so that that true color still came through. What I decided to do was actually use the green, blue, and purple again in the bottom left corner of the spread to have something to go behind my month, week, number, and week stamps. I like doing this, but I didn't want it to be the same colors that were up towards the top of this page, so that's why I went with more of the cool tones. As you can see, I'm stamping June right on here, and then I'm lining up the week number stamp towards the right of that, and I'm going to put the 25 kind of in between the two because it's the 25th week of the year. Now I'm going in with my number stamps to put in the dates for the days of the week. I have been pretty much obsessed with this number stamp set from Heidi Swapp since I got it, and I've used it almost every single week that I've done stamping for my dates. For this week specifically, I really wanted to try to have the numbers a little higher up into the stenciled area. A lot of times I put the numbers kind of right on the border of where the stencil ends, and I didn't want to do that this time around because I actually want the days of the week to also be in the stenciled area as well. So that's why these numbers are a little bit higher up. As you can see with this one here, I was trying to figure out exactly how to tilt the stamp. That stamp is supposed to be tilted like that on an angle. As we're coming to the end of the first half of the year, I'm gonna be honest, I definitely am feeling a little bit bored with my current planner setup. I have been in a B5 Archer and Olive since January, but I also used a B5 Archer and Olive from April through December of 2022. So it's been over a year that I've been in this size bullet journal, which I use as a catch-all planner. Don't get me wrong, I loved the setup of my bullet journal for these past 6 months. I still use the vast majority of the pages in it, but I'm definitely craving something different. And I have found that in planning the last few weeks, I've just been less motivated. And I think it's because of me getting kind of sick of the current spread situation I'm in. So I didn't even do a plan with me last week, and that's because I kind of just planned with a Tombow and a pen, which is totally fine. There are definitely some weeks that I just don't have the time or the energy to put a whole spread together, and I go back to basics, and that's okay. But I was very excited to put this spread together. I was excited to have like the inspiration and energy to put this spread together. But I'm definitely looking forward to June coming to an end and July starting, because I will be moving into a different planner for the second half of the year. And I will be sharing with you all what that planner is soon. My plan is to do a little bit of a talk through about the planner I'll be using, and then sharing with you all my July intro pages. For the first 6 months of the year, I've done Plan With Me's for my intro pages, but because it's a new planner, I actually decided to just do the intro pages on my own and talk through them with you versus planning them on camera. So that video will definitely be coming probably towards the end of this month, if not early July. And with these last two lines here, we are all done with this week's spread. I absolutely love the way that this came out. I love the rainbow. I love the cool tones in the bottom left corner. I love the days of the week on the stenciled portion. I hope you all enjoyed this plan with me. And as always, be safe, everyone. Bye-bye.